What's going on, everybody? I'm Jay Williams. This is the Sports Collective. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I greatly appreciate it. Look, we'll get straight into this thing. We'll get straight into this thing. As you can tell by the thumbnail or by the caption, we have to have a conversation today. The reason I can like Caitlin Clark, or the reason I can support Caitlin Clark, is because it's not about race. Who cares that I'm black? Who cares that she is white? It is not about race, and that's why I feel like the media, the WNBA, and just people in general has just lost the plot. This is not about race for me, and it never will be. Caitlin Clark is not the face of racism. If you've been here over the past 2 weeks, you have heard me state that plenty of times. You have heard me state that plenty of times. If you are not emotionally mature enough to separate the nonsense from this woman, then it's really no conversation to have. It's really no conversation to have. I have gotten too many butt whippings as a kid to allow myself to be tricked into this culture war that I feel like we're in with the WNBA, or they're trying to make it. Caitlin Clark is not the face of racism. Yes, there are people who may attach themselves to Caitlin Clark and push their own agenda. Be mature enough to separate her from that nonsense. She doesn't support it. How many times does she have to come out and say it? She doesn't support it, right? And me liking Caitlin Clark should have nothing to do with my skin color. There was a comment that was made that really under one of my videos that really annoyed me. I wasn't mad, I wasn't frustrated, but basically I'm paraphrasing. She was saying, "How could I go against my own people to support Caitlin Clark?" And I just it was no rebuttal for that. I can't engage in that type of nonsense. This is not about race. Me liking Caitlin Clark is not me going against black people. What are we talking about? That's nonsense. And you have lost the plot. You have lost the plot. And if you like Caitlin Clark because she's white, you have lost the plot. You should like this woman because she's good at basketball. It's simple. I think she's one of the best. I think she's one of the. I've been following her for 4.5 years now. I think she is one of the best at basketball, and she has made me a new fan of women's basketball. It's just that simple. It doesn't get more complicated than that. It's not about race, people. It's not. I have been the subject of racism. I grew up in Louisiana. I have been called names to my face. And you know what my dad, and based off my reaction, guess what happened? I went home and I got my butt whooped. Because from a young age, my dad taught me, for one, words shouldn't have that much power over you. And I was 10 years old at the time. I was a baby. I was 10. And the second thing he taught me, I couldn't charge this individual actions to a whole race of people. And this goes for both sides. If you are, if you are having these experiences or these situations with any race, and you charge a whole race based off this one experience, a couple experiences, then you're wrong. That's just wrong. We have to, as people, we have to grow up. We have to be more mature than that. Now, if you haven't been part of my channel, I'm telling you, I'm mild mannered. You're not gonna get on here and hear me cursing people out. You're not gonna get on here and hear me calling people out their names. That's just not my get down. Nothing against whoever, but I'm not gonna do that. So if you want to have a conversation with me, you can do it respectfully in the comments. Like I'm not gonna get out of body. I have a career, right? The internet is not separate from real life for me. How I conduct myself in real life, I conduct myself like that on the internet. So I'm not gonna get out of body. You don't got to worry about me disrespecting you. If you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation, but keep it respectful. Like I only got 560 subscribers, and the comments be going crazy sometimes. I be having to delete and just keep it respectful. All right, just keep it respectful. But as a black man, that is my statement. It's not about me being black. It's about I happen to be black, and I happen to like Caitlin Clark. It's that simple. It's that simple. And there's plenty. So and there's what trips me out is what teammates of Caitlin Clark have we ever heard her come out and say anything bad about her? Like from black, white, Asian, what teammates? None, right? None. Obviously, this narrative online, like you be mature enough to separate that from her. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. I'll say this. You don't have to like Caitlin Clark. Sports are part of competition. It's a part. It's competition. It's I like this player. I don't like this player. That's fine. as if it's about basketball, right? For the longest, I didn't like LeBron James. You know why I didn't like LeBron James? Because I was a Kobe Bryant fan, and I just couldn't give LeBron James credit because I feel like giving LeBron James credit was taken away from Kobe Bryant. I was that. I'll be real, right? But that's basketball. That's funny. That's all part of the game. I like LeBron James. I don't have no problem with LeBron James. When Kobe Bryant was playing, you couldn't get me to say nothing good about LeBron James because I feel like people was passing up Kobe. They was forgetting about Kobe. That's basketball. So if you don't like Caitlin Clark for a basketball reason, if you feel like she cries too much on the court, if you got another favorite player, cool. Like that's basketball. That's competitiveness. But if we liking people and not liking people solely based off the color of their skin, we lost the plot. We lost the plot. And once again, I don't support racism. I don't support people talking about people for their personal lives. That's why you'll never hear me on here talking about. I don't do that. Right? I don't do that. I'll keep it respectful. I'll keep it about the game. I do have an issue with the WNBA and how they have handled everything basically for the past 3 years. But we can get into that another day. Right now, I want to get into what Becky Hammond had to say in support of Sandy Brandello. So let's get into that. We'll get into Caitlin Clark a little bit, how she, once again, has won Player of the Week. The woman is good at basketball, like I say, and we'll get up out of here for today. All right. So what I want to focus on is the last two sentences of what Becky Hammond had to say. And what she said is, it's just unfortunate, everything that's going on around the league. I like to get back to sports uniting people. And I totally agree. I totally agree. Like I say, sports is one of the biggest factors into just getting people just from all different walks of life coming together for one goal, and that's supporting their team or their player. And that's what I feel like the WNBA has just failed to do. The WNBA has got to stop the nonsense and just always fighting some online narrative. The online narratives will never stop. I've been around sports all my life, just like I'm pretty sure you have. It will never stop. But if you focused on the game, the game will grow. I want to show you this. This is last year. I took my wife to the 49ers game. This is when 49ers played the Chicago Bears at Levi Stadium. One of the instant classic. It went down to the end. It was a shootout. It was a very good game. But that's not the point of this picture. I took this picture. It's over 70,000 people in this stadium. How many people do you think agree on everything? Whether it's religion, whether it's politics, whether it's, personal, lifestyle. How many people? Very few, right? Very few out of over 70,000 people probably agree. But the beauty about sports? For these 3 hours, that doesn't matter. We're here. Obviously, some people are here for the Chicago Bears, but most people are here for their favorite team, which is the 49ers. And in this section right now, I didn't know nobody in this section. By the end of the game, everybody was giving each other hugs. You had a gentleman, he bought like 20 hot dogs and just passed them out to random people, right? It was a beautiful thing because everybody, like Becky Hammond said, was united for that 3 hours. For that 3 hours, we was all there to watch the 49ers win the game. And if the WNBA can get to that, if you can build up your teams in your league, if you can support Caitlin Clark the right way, you will get to this. Your league is going, your stadiums, your people is going to have people from all different types of walks in life. That's just the way sports are. But it unites people because we're here for a common goal. So I think that was a powerful statement by Becky Hammond. I think it was true. I think what Adam Silver said was true, that Caitlin Clark has turned into this political football. You got this side of the fence wanting her to do this. You got that side of the fence wanting her to do this. And you got a lot of people in the middle who's just here for basketball. I don't care what Caitlin Clark does in her personal life. I don't care. I don't need Caitlin Clark to speak up against every, social injustice. Like, that's not her job. She's here to play basketball. I'm here to watch Caitlin Clark play basketball. And it shouldn't matter if I'm black. It shouldn't matter if she's white. Like, we have lost the plot on this thing. Don't fall for that trap. This is not about race. This is about basketball. And And the faster we can move on from this nonsense, the faster we can grow this game. Like I say, it's the players that Caitlin Clark being my favorite player. I have realized that there's some other good players in the league, and it's some players that's coming behind Caitlin Clark that I like. But that's your game is going to grow, right? Caitlin Clark is the face. Like, I'm sorry, it is what it is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's not saying she's better than Asia Wilson or Nafisa Collier. That's just saying she's the face of the league. She's the most popular. It's pretty much that simple, right? That's what I got to say about that. Hopefully, we can get out this nonsense. But in the meantime, Caitlin Clark has once again won Player of the Week, averaging Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Shout out to Kayla McBride, who won Western Conference Player of the Week. She averaged 28, 3 rebounds, and basically 2 steals. Caitlin Clark, Eastern Conference Player of the Week, 25 points, 2.3 rebounds per game, and 7.7 assists per game. Shout out to Caitlin the GOAT Clark. That's my favorite player. Like I say, the woman is good. For everybody out there who's saying she's not good, like, come on. Let's be honest. You don't gotta like her, but to say this woman is not good, and she has come in the league and straight dominated. Her rookie year, ESPN ranked her rookie year as the 3rd greatest rookie year of all time. She only played 13 games last year, so we can't even throw that into the bunch. This year, she's breaking records. She's doing stuff nobody in the 30-year history has done. She's a winner. She has never missed the playoffs when playing. Obviously, rookie year, she made the playoffs. This year, they're going to make the playoffs. This only her 6th. She hasn't played 2 seasons of WNBA games. To say this woman is not good is just nonsense. Like, that's haterade. You can't validate that. You can't justify that comment. You can't justify that statement. You can't justify it. So shout out to Caitlin Clark. We're going to end the video on this Caitlin Clark tribute right here. And we're going to get up out of here.
Like, I want to be the best. I want to make this team the best WNBA team there's ever been. I want to win for my teammates. I want to win for these fans. I want to win for this franchise. And I'm competitive.
That's the flow.
Clark driving right, blow by and the bucket.
Clark inside, and that's easy for Boston. Behind the backside, stepping, knocks down a 3. Clark, hey, triple! And hits! Caitlin Clark doing it all!
Shout out to Caitlin Clark, another Player of the Week. Hey, we got a big week. We got a big couple of weeks coming up for the Indiana Fever. I made a point on Courtside. Shout out to Courtside Media. If you're not subscribed, he has the best lives, I think, on YouTube at the moment, as far as just fan interaction, just conversation surrounding the Indiana Fever. I made a statement on his live that the Indiana Fever going into August 2nd should be 19-10 when they go face the Minnesota Lynx. And if the WNBA was smart, I think I said this on my last video. You have to promote Caitlin Clark versus Olivia Miles. Them are the 2 premier point guards. Obviously, I believe Caitlin Clark is the best point guard in the league. So, WNBA, get it together, grow your game, focus on your players and your team that you have. Caitlin Clark, shout out to you, another Player of the Week. See y'all on the next one. I'm Jay Williams. This is the Sports Collective. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.